Well, good morning. Day 2, London. Well, it's really not good morning. It's good afternoon. It's like after 2 o'clock.
Almost 3.
It's almost 3. So we got in last night about midnight, and we just had to catch up with our sleep. We weren't intending on sleeping all day. We were trying to get up at a reasonable hour, say 7 or 8, and get going, but our bodies were not having it. We're just getting up and just getting started here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so we got to get to it.
Yeah, jet lag's a real thing. It's really kicked our butts. So we had been told not to do what we did yesterday and stop and take a nap, but we couldn't help it. We were exhausted. We took the nap yesterday, then we got like a second win. We were out late last night, and then we paid for it today. So don't do what we did.
We had fun though.
We did have fun last night.
Let's go. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
First stop, Happy Bones Coffee. Not even a full block down from our hotel. That's what's so cool about a big metropolis like London is you just walk out, you don't have to go very far, and you can start having fun.
Yeah.
It's really good. I got an Americano. Wanted to try something other than Starbucks, of course, so they got this local coffee shop called Happy Bones, which I'm very happy with the cup of coffee. It's delicious. Got some soy milk. They didn't have almond milk, but soy's fine. I'm just a little lactose intolerant. Don't want to rumble the tummy this late in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, it's not
morning to us. I almost caught myself saying this morning, but I'm like, gosh, the weather is crazy good.
Oh yeah.
The leaves are falling. The sun is like, there's not a cloud in the sky. We were so wrong yesterday when we flew in. It was nothing but clouds, like layers upon layers of clouds, and we're like, oh my gosh, we're not going to see the sun. Because in every movie in England, it's like not sunny. It's sunny, y'all, and the leaves are falling. Moving on. Are you ready, darling?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Holy cow, you guys. We just found an egg slut. Last time, and the first time we had an egg slut was at the Grand Central Market Station in LA, and we stood in line for it. And I got the coddled egg, and it was just delicious. We found one, and we are eating here.
Jackhammering that's going on over there,
We'll
but
have to talk around
it is what it is. So we came in, we ordered the egg slut, and we got a few extra goodies along the way. We've got a salad here, and look at this sandwich.
Yummy.
So what do we try first?
The slut.
Gotta try the slut. Oh, you're gonna let me try first?
Yes.
Gotta get a little bit of all of that down on the bottom. That's delicious. It is so different than any kind of egg you're ever going to get anywhere else. That's really good. But I'll save the rest of that for Jason.
So, of course, we went with the slut. This is a coddled egg. A coddled egg, I have it right here, are eggs that have been cracked into a ramekin or small container, placed in a water bath, and that's how they're cooked. The egg it's farm raised, brown egg, and there's a bed of potato puree that it sits on, and it's cooked inside this little jar. And I've already ate most of it. It is absolutely delicious. I can't explain it. It's so good. The way the egg yolk gets down into that potato is so good, and it just got a good mouthfeel. It's real creamy. It is so good. No salt, no pepper needed. It's mixed in there.
This is like a scrambled egg and cheese sandwich. I'm gonna try one bite with the bread, and then I'm just gonna eat the egg off of it. That's so simple, and it's so good. That bread's delicious. I'm gonna have to eat a little bit more of that bread. I did have a few bites of the bread, but I'm trying to, cut calories where I can, so I'm just eating the rest of the egg off of it. So this was called the Fairfax Sandwich, and what's given it that spice, there's sriracha in here. A sriracha mayo, and it's got onions and chives and cheddar cheese. It's good.
The egg is cooked.
The egg is perfect. That is a good sandwich.
It may seem crazy to say that's a perfectly cooked egg, but people screw up cooking eggs.
They can.
There's a wrong way to cook eggs. And that is the right way to cook eggs. It's delicate, and so you gotta know how to cook these eggs. And that was absolutely delicious.
I am so glad we came across Egg Slut. So for most people, eating eggs at 3:30 in the afternoon is probably a weird time to eat eggs, but for us it's breakfast because we slept so late, so perfect for us. Breakfast. So the original plan was to take the underground to get around in town. There's a strike going on right now. This station is closed. And we looked on the app today and it said it's not suggested to even try and ride the underground because of the strikes. So we could take the buses, we could take Uber, but we just decided to walk because where we're going is only a mile away and you get to see so many more things through walking. But yeah, no underground for us today.
It's not TJ Maxx here, it's TK Maxx. Not sure why. Why is it called TK Maxx instead of TJ Maxx? Let us know. Leave a comment.
So we walked across this theater yesterday and it didn't even dawn on me coming to London, oh yeah, there's the Harry Potter play. So I didn't buy tickets for it ahead of time and they're sold out. So no Harry Potter for me. So online it says it's completely sold out, but I went and talked to the guy working the door and he said, go talk to the box office. They probably actually do have some tickets. So I went and talked to the box office and they do have tickets. It's just the expensive seats that are still available, not the reasonably priced ones. But what I did not know is this is a 5.5-hour show. So you come in the afternoon for 3 hours, then you take a 2-hour break, then you come back for 2.5 hours in the evening.
Well, looky what we found. Red phone booth number 4. We're walking through the theater district in Soho, which is an area in London, and we just passed the Harry Potter show. There's the Lion King right over here. Really cool part of town.
Honey, a telephone booth, just for you.
It's a telephone booth. I need that for Ellie. So, I've stopped counting. There's a lot of red telephone booths. Lots.
I'm in magnet heaven right here. Look at all these. And that one with the umbrella on it.
Okay, we are entering into Piccadilly Circus. And it's like this big, huge, oh wow, look, it's the roundabout. So, here in Piccadilly Circus, this is like, back in the day, this was the coup de grace, right? Mm-hmm. It's very old, built in like 1819, I believe, and it was meant to connect, or it connects to...
It connects Piccadilly Street to Regent Street.
Yeah.
You can tell the buildings in this area they're number one beautiful. You can tell they're high-end buildings.
Extremely
so back
beautiful.
In the day, this was like where the very, very wealthy resided.
Yeah, the buildings curve, you know, like you've seen on TV. And they got all these huge, big old, like, screens,
It's like
jumbotrons, like
Yeah.
like Times Square in New York.
Modern
They got the
meets
beautiful fountains over here. Man, London is just like you get spit out somewhere cool every time you turn the corner. It's really, really neat. We want to go to Big Ben,
Yeah, so
Westminster Abbey.
we're here in Piccadilly Circus, and we're gonna walk over to Trafalgar Square, and then we're gonna go through St. James Park to Big Ben and Westminster Abbey. That's the plan. So we're at Trafalgar Square right now. This is really like in the center heart of London. This square was established in 1830. Right behind us is the National Gallery that started being built in 1832. And these twin fountains were built in 1845. So this has been here for a minute. But it still looks like, I mean, it's well kept. This is a very popular place. It's really beautiful here. And if you look at a map, there are 10 streets that go off of Trafalgar Square. So it like you can go in so many different directions from right here.
It's Big Ben, right there. And then right next to it is Charles I's statue. can't see it from right here, but that is the geographical center point here in London.
So the National Gallery behind me, this is basically a giant portrait gallery. So before photography, anyone who was of any importance or had any money had their portrait painted. So this is where all of those portraits are housed. So there's royalty, there's nobility, and then there's just everybody else who had their portrait made is hung in there.
A lot of movies have been filmed here at Trafalgar Square. One of which is puzzling, Sharknado 5. I've never seen that, but
Doesn't make a
really?
whole lot of sense for London.
And then with Skyfall, a lot of 007
James
movies.
Bond,
American Werewolf in London, that's a classic.
Yeah. Casino Royale, so a lot of James Bond films pass through here.
Yeah, real famous spot here. There is the Charles I statue. This is the geographical center point here in London.
So Downing Street is completely blocked off. There's a gate, it's closed, you can't go down there at all. But these are all the government buildings right here. And if you go down there, there is number 10 Downing Street, which is where it's basically like our White House. It's the Prime Minister's home residence office right there.
We are getting closer to Big Ben. There it is, y'all. And this right here is the Thames River. I've seen it so many times in movies, on TV, and it's pretty cool that we're standing right over it right now.
We're gonna have to do one of those boat tours.
Yeah, the London Eye is just right there.
Yeah.
Big Ben's right there, and there's the London Eye right there, and man, this place is just crazy awesome. The Eye hasn't moved since we've been over here. We've heard it goes really, really slow, and that people don't really recommend doing it because the lines are long and it takes forever to get around it. So we weren't planning on doing it anyway, but looks like it's not working, or it's another strike situation, one of the two.
It's too late in the day for us to do any type of tours of the Parliament building or anything like that. So we may come back another day earlier to see if we can walk inside the buildings, because I think that would be really cool. I think we should walk another block over and go see Westminster Abbey. What do you think? Okay, so this is St. Margaret's Church, which is part of Westminster Abbey. This was built in 1523. 1523. That, like, put in that perspective for an American, there's nothing in America this old. Nothing. And here's a building, probably one of many, that were built in the 1500s here in London. It's just amazing. And it's so beautiful. And the fact that it's still standing all this time later is just amazing.
They don't make stuff this good anymore. At least it doesn't appear to.
No, 1523. We're in 2022, so next year this building will be 500 years old.
It is definitely one of the coolest buildings we've seen here. Very Gothic. It's just, man, they don't make them like they used to. 500 years old.
That's
pretty
amazing.
old.
So today is Friday, and obviously it's closed. It's about 8 p.m. or a little past 8 p.m., and I didn't expect it to be open. But we can come back tomorrow from 10 to 2. On Sundays, it's not open for visitors. It is a church. It's a working church, so it is open for worship service on Sundays. If we can, fingers crossed, it's a very short 4-hour window, but if we can make it back over tomorrow, I'd love to walk inside here.
Okay, so Elisa and I saw this El Camino. That's what it's called. El Camino. Something like that, but it caught our attention. We have been craving Mexican food. We love Mexican food. We could probably eat it every day. We haven't seen a whole lot of Mexican restaurants here in London. We saw a few, but we've decided to get us some Mexican food. We're hungry. Don't know how much of it we're going to show you because we're a bit tired from walking the streets of London. But we will see. We're kind of wanting to be selfish and just eat. Louisiana hot sauce made the cut. Yeah, on the hot sauce wall. Okay, so the waitress just came over, and you pronounce it El Camion. And this place actually started as a food truck. So it was a food truck first, now they got their brick and mortar. Oh, and by the way, it's the Cholulu sauce that I like the best. Mexican hot sauce. I like that better than the Tapatios.
So, tradition for me and Jason. Anytime we go to a Mexican restaurant, we order the queso. Because we love trying the different quesos at the different Mexican restaurants. So we ordered the queso. It's nacho cheese sauce out of a can. That is a different looking quesadilla. There's green stuff in there. I don't know if that's avocado or peppers or what. And it's verde salsa too, green verde salsa. So this is different. That's different. That's gonna take me a minute to get used to. It's not bad, but it's not like, oh my god, that's so good. It's weird. It's a totally different flavor than what we're used to for Mexican food.
It's a perfect size little burrito. I like mine. It's a flat iron steak. It's got rice, and lettuce, and some tomatoes in it. It's great flavor. Great flavor. I love it. It's got a good amount of heat. It's a pretty dang good burrito. I'm really enjoying that. And Lisa said hers is actually growing on her. I like different. You know, we get the same all the time.
I know.
Nacho cheese threw us off, but I've gotten that at home before. I mean, what's not to like, right? I love nacho cheese. We killed ours. I mean, if I had extra nacho cheese, I'd probably pour it on my burrito.
Okay, this is probably the coolest place I've seen in a long time. It's so pink in here. It's called EL&N. And we just had to stop in here and see what it was. It's like a coffee bar, but it's got desserts and it's got some small plates, but everything's pink. Oh my god, this place is dangerous. Do you know how hard it is not to get something from here right now? It all looks so good.
Everywhere you turn, it's like this.
Okay.
I mean, one after another. Like, it's hard to be on a diet here. We've kind of tapped out.
We're on Warder Street right now, and this street is killing me. This is the third sweet shop we've come across, and because it was gelato first, then the cake shop, and now this like melted chocolate.
White
goodness.
chocolate
Oh my
and chocolate
God.
fountains of goodness.
I'm gonna break down eventually.
Warder Street is like, we have nicknamed it Sweet Street because it's sweet. Lots of dessert shops on here. Well, that is a wrap. Day 2, London. We got
Today was awesome.
Today was awesome. We got a super late start. We're super tired. So good night until in the morning.
And we're gonna actually get up in the morning, not sleep till 1 p.m.
Yes. Hey guys, if you are new to our channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and that bell so you're notified when we post new videos. If you've been around a while, stick around.
And tell a couple friends about us.
Yeah.
See you
See
tomorrow.
ya.